Hi everyone. Now that the budget has been figured out, you say, okay, I've done my budget, now what do I do? I know where I want to spend my money. What's next? Well, for me, the next thing to look at was the bottom line. You bring so much money in, and then you've got so much money left over. That's where you're focusing your money for your retirement. What I do with my extra money, I wouldn't call it extra money because it's actually the money that you've been bringing in. You just been frittering it away on other things. What I do with mine is I have set aside a certain amount every payday to go directly to my savings account. I don't have fancy investment accounts because I really don't want to be giving my money away. I don't want to lose it. And there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way. So I just put it in a savings account. Granted, it doesn't get much interest there, but at least I can get it out if I have an emergency. And a certain amount goes in, and that's it. It's like I don't even have it. And the number you can come up with from this is, like, if you get a raise, you can use that percentage. A zero-based dollar amount, you know, like $100, $200, something like that, $50, whatever. Or if you want a certain amount over the year, you can divide it up however you want to do it. It's up to you. I don't tell anybody how to do this. I'm not a financial wizard. I'm doing this because I'm not financial savvy. I'm trying to be financially savvy. Anyway. And then I have a certain amount, like my budget, if it's around $3,000 a month, it's around $3,000 a month for everything that I have to pay right now. I'm going down, but that's what I have to work with right now. I try to keep a little bit more than that in my account at all times, kind of like an average. So what I do is whenever that money starts getting a little higher than that, say $4,000, $4,500, I take a certain amount of that, $500, $1,000, and I either pay towards one of the bills that I'm trying to pay off, or I put it towards the savings account. I have one bill that has a high interest rate, so I kind of tend to push it towards that. But if I'm in the mood to say, hey, my mortgage has hit the 9 mark at the end, you know, like it's like 169,000 or 129,000 or something like that, and I want to bump it down a little bit, I'll send the money to that. But that's just me. Everyone is different. If you feel comfortable paying your mortgage and you know that when you retire your mortgage will be paid off, or you will comfortably be able to pay your mortgage when you retire, that's all fine and good. I don't feel comfortable with that. I'm working really hard to pay off all my bills before I retire, because whenever I hit retirement age, I'm going to have to pay for maintenance of everything that I already own. It's not just going to be sit in the house and have money to eat and do hobbies. You have maintenance on your house. You have maintenance on your vehicles. You have to replace things. So you've got all these overwhelming things to think about. So my first goal is to pay off the debts. I have a vehicle that I'm trying to sell because the payments, although I can afford them, that money I can use towards paying other things off. I can put it towards my savings. I can put it towards replacing things that need to be replaced at some point. And then I have a motorcycle. And I'm not getting rid of that, for sure. That is my hobby, and but it has high interest. That is what I'm trying to work towards to get out of debt from. Because the money that I save from my vehicles, I can put back into paying off my house. That is my goals. I have learned through this budgeting that I don't want to spend my money on frivolous things. I don't want to go out to eat every weekend. I don't want to buy clothes. I don't want to buy trinkets. I go into friends' houses and they have all this stuff, and it overwhelms me. It's almost claustrophobic. But that was what makes them happy. So if it makes you happy, then go for it. So that is the one thing that I would do with the excess money. I'm sorry it's been long drawn out. If you have absolutely no money left over, I don't know what to tell you, because usually even you have a dime left over from $1, and rich people say that save 10% of your income. Well, if you have $1, save 10 cents. That's 10%. So, as for me, I lived under the pretense for my entire life of you only live once. Live like there's no tomorrow. And that's how I got in this fix that I'm in now. I was always in very good health, except for a few brief things. And so I didn't think that I would have to save for anything. I always said I'll just work till I drop dead. Which some people do because they don't have an option. But now that I've had a few health problems, and I know how it feels to not be able to work and wonder where your next paycheck, where you're going to live, how you're going to get by, has made me really think about these things. And I really want to be prepared. I'm not going to be as prepared as a lot of people. I don't have a pension. I have a very small 401k that's growing very slowly, but it is what it is. I'm putting money in savings. I'm trying not to buy frivolous things. So to anyone else who is struggling with this, you're in your 50s or late 50s, and you don't have kids to support, you don't have extra income from second jobs because you just can't physically do it. You don't have college funded, all these extra things that the financial gurus that are out there tell you to do. That's the reason I started this channel, because I couldn't find anything that actually fit into this little niche. So I'm making an attempt at it. I'm very new at this, so please be kind, okay? And hopefully my next video will be a little less scattered. Thank you.